Hello and welcome back to Gasbutio Tabletop Football. Yes, it's going to be a bit of a talking one. Ooh, I really do need to move this table a bit towards you, I think. It's getting a bit cramped in here, so I keep building it out. Right, I'm just wasting time here when really I came on here to talk about something that's actually, I think, quite serious. Now, I'm going to be honest here, wasn't looking forward to doing this video at all. I've been thinking about it for a week. And it's really disappointing that I've got to, but I mean, I wouldn't be me if I didn't speak up and say what I think about a particular situation that's occurred over the last week or so. Right, so basically, as you all know, rather sadly, late Highness, Queen Elizabeth II passed away, and we had 10 days of mourning, and today is Wednesday, so 2 days ago was her funeral. Now, I just want to start off here by saying I'm not a massive royalist of any type. My attitude about the royals has always been rather indifferent, so it doesn't bother me that they're there doing their thing. It doesn't bother me that they have the life they have. I don't feel jealous about that in any way, shape or form. But also, I'm not the sort of person that would stand lining the streets to watch a royal wedding. Doesn't particularly interest me. I'll be honest with you, I don't really think about them. I'm quite happy for them to stay being there. I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to them. And you know, they've been a part of my life, being nearly 50, for, well, forever, much as they have with everyone. So kind of used to the idea of being around, but not a massive royalist myself. So that's where I am. One thing that I don't like, though, is when people choose to be deliberately animalistic about certain recognitions, and in particular when you have 1 minute silences. Now, Bristol Rovers had a 1 minute silence for the late Queen, her late Highness, and it was very respectfully recognised. And to everyone who was there at Rovers, I'm sure, like me, you're very grateful that everyone else, regardless of their opinions, recognise that those minute silences are a time where really you've just got to show a bit of respect, really, whatever your feelings are. I've got friends that are very pro-monarchy. I've got friends that are very anti-monarchy, that would actually like to see monarchy abolished. That's those two types of people, that's their view. Like I say, I'm quite indifferent on it. But what I can say with some surety about all my friends is that during minute silences, and in this case it was to do with the Queen, they all respectfully recognised the minute silence and were quiet and just shown that compassion and humanity that good people have. You know, you can have a difference of opinion. It doesn't mean you've got to be a dickhead. Do you know what I mean? And that's really, I think, something that is what I want to talk about. So, if you haven't seen already, in some football clubs across the United Kingdom, people chose to take that minute silence and behave in a very different way. Now, I'm not going to name any particular clubs. If you don't know who it is, you can go and find out yourself. And also, I don't think it's fair for me to start being disparaging about an entire club when there's probably some people in that club who are very decent people who weren't behaving in that way, who are probably feeling quite embarrassed about how some of their fellow fans have conducted themselves. What amazes me about this is that, you know, that absolute lack of respect for that minute silence. I mean, I don't care if it was Her Royal Highness, Queen Elizabeth II, or some homeless guy down the street who does a bit of busking you've only known for 10 minutes. If a group of people feel important enough about something that they want to hold a 1 minute silence with someone, whatever your feelings are about that individual, you just shut your mouth. That's all you got to do, is not be a dickhead. Just don't be a dickhead for 1 minute. It's not difficult. You shut your mouth, you let people recognise it in the way they want to, and then afterwards you can say, well, you know, if your friends want a conversation, right, you say, well, you know, I don't agree with this, but, you know, I'm glad that you were able to recognise your beliefs in that 1 minute silence. Now, obviously, some people didn't do that. They've shown a lack of humanity. And if you show a lack of humanity, to my mind, that really only means one thing, and that is that you're choosing to be animalistic. And if you want to be animalistic, then get down on the floor in the corner on your flea-ridden dog bed and expect to be treated like an animal in future, because that's certainly how people are going to treat you from now on. Everyone saw what you were doing. Everyone. And it doesn't matter whether they're pro-royal, anti-royal, it doesn't matter. You know, you have behaved like that in front of an entire nation. In front of the world. It's all over the internet. We have the internet these days, kiddies, you know. Everyone's going to see that forever. You can't get out of it now. You've done it. And you've embarrassed yourself. You've embarrassed your club. You've embarrassed your fellow fans, the decent ones. And this is what gets me. I mean, I'm an atheist. I've been an atheist all my life. But the main club involved in this, to my knowledge, affiliates itself with a particular branch of a religion as well. Well, I think perhaps, lads, you need to go back to the good book and learn what it is to be affiliated with your particular religion, because you seem to have lost the way. And I know at this point, right, when they say, oh, you've embarrassed your religion, you've embarrassed your club, you've embarrassed your country as well. I know the types of people that were doing that, at this point, if you were chatting to them on the internet, and I have chatted to a few on the internet, they'll be going, all right, point A, point B, point C, point D, history, blah, 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 blah. Right, I don't care about your jaded, politically motivated, blinkered and cherry-picked pieces of history that you think you know about. You don't know about it, you know. You know about nothing that happened before your life, right? All you know is what's in your life and what you've seen firsthand, yeah. And as a pointer, I mean, I don't know why I've got to keep reminding people of this all over the internet, and perhaps I should step away from it sometimes, but no one alive today on this earth is responsible for anything that happened over 100 years ago. That includes the current royal family, those that are still alive, and it also included, when she was alive, Queen Elizabeth. So she's not responsible for things that happened 100 years before she was alive, right? No one is. It's ridiculous to think that they are, or claim that they are, or claim some sort of offence on behalf of people that you never met and weren't involved in. Grow up. Grow up. It's pathetic. And for all that, you're just embarrassing yourself. So yeah, really, I mean, I'd like to think that the people that watch this channel and follow me, nothing to do with that, and I hope that's the case. But just in case there is any of those people, or those types of people that want to come on here and you think it's funny to cheer and jeer during a 1 minute silence, whoever it's for, or whatever it's for, I don't want to be associated with you. So if you do get to see this video, call me what you want, I don't care. Don't follow me. Don't interact with anything I do online, not just on this platform or anything else. Don't communicate with me. I am not your friend. You have chosen a path, and you can live it. Go ahead. What gets me as well about the the main protagonist in this, the main club, there was a couple of clubs, but the main one, I'm sure we all know who it is. They, to my knowledge, and I'm in no way claiming to be an expert in football in that area at all, so my apologies if I get any of this wrong, but I always got the idea that this particular club always promotes itself kind of as the good guys against their rivals. And yeah, every now and then, some of this animalistic behaviour comes along by them. And it's almost like their mask slips a bit and you see them for what they really are. And then you think, well, why are they trying to portray their tete-a-tete enemies as something worse than they are, when quite clearly they're the ones with the piss poor behaviour? I mean, to me it sounds like the ultimate level of gaslighting to mask your own poor attitudes to life and poor behaviour. And I just don't want anything to do with it. It's all a bit sad really, you know. Football's meant to bring people together, and you'd like to think that whatever people's religious or political opinions, you could just for one fucking minute shut your mouth and just recognise that something important is going on for other people, instead of making it about you and your version of history. When you jokingly bear in mind that most of the people that are making this noise have probably not picked up a history book since they were in school and probably weren't too good at it then. You want a conversation about history, I'll give you a conversation about history. And I don't claim to be any sort of expert historian, but I do read the odd book, and I'm probably more knowledgeable on the things that you're taking offence over than you are. Anyway, that's that. I'm filming this after I did another video, because I didn't want to sort of get myself down in the dumps about it and then that come across in the other video, but the video I've just filmed will appear after this, so if you want cheering up a bit, do go and watch that. And just like to say apologies really that I got to do a sort of bit of a downer video like this to all my regular viewers and subscribers and followers, but anyone that knows me knows that I would not have been myself if I just let it slide. The behaviour I saw on those stands was animalistic. I don't want anything to do with it. I don't want those people having anything to do with me. Anyway, that's that. I'll finish my tea in a minute.